have a second chance. So whatever they've learned or training, they have to apply that here. The Barbera Stadium. The likes of Abedu just behind the ball, dinked deep into the box, and it's been repelled by Samba O'Neill. Gonna go looking to break here. And there they have to get opportunity to move forward. Hubert Jehu looking to move, and it's been dragged from behind. I tell you what, it's going to be the first yellow card of the afternoon, and very, very interesting play there from Mohamed Saidu, who's been booked, the first player to have his name taken. And that's the foul there on Hubert Jehu. Just couldn't get the ball, just went straight into the player.
That was clearly a Asante Kotoko there. He decided to go into his man, no intent to get the ball. Said Mohamed knew that out of position, he only had to have the tactical foul.
Just 8 minutes already gone, and Mohamed Saidu has had his name taken. It's going to be a free kick here, and has been taken. And Kotoko looking forward to deal with the situation. Again, sprinting to the far post. Now it's going to be Samba O'Neill to attack the ball. And couldn't quite get to it. And now Berekum Chelsea want to break. Now they play that to Frimpong. Looking for some bit of space, dragging the ball deep into the right hand side and chasing it. It's Berekum Chelsea. They have Usu. Just going straight into Lord Amoa. Quickly been taken, and Chelsea not really wasting much time there. They have to quickly attack the Pokemon Warriors and see if they can get a first goal here, not to get surprised there. But the centre back, Mohamed Saidu, on a yellow card, really going to be a tricky one for him in terms of his tackling. Ball sent to far post now to goalkeeper for re-entry.
He's going to walk a tightrope for the rest of the game. Saidu, especially when you're facing the likes of Inusa, Hubert Jehu, and then Peter Hamidou, who was very smart and quick.
Good play now. Chelsea in a very good position. Owusu dragging the ball straight into waiting arms of goalkeeper Kamara. Some of the criticisms have come to Kamara, really, in terms of how many goals he's been conceding for Kotoko. He conceded against Basakolu Stars and Ohio United, where the fans were really not happy at all with him in terms of the free kick, which led to the goal. As it says, he actually admitted his fault in those 2 goals he conceded. Tells you his responsibility is to make sure he gets the clean sheet there for the Pokemon Warriors. Didn't really get that against the Straight All Blacks. The expectation is that he'll be able to get the ones today for the Pokemon Warriors once again. So that's Kojo. He was on the left trying to get a reverse pass. Samba O'Neill invited here. Cross football, but again it's been repelled by Berekum Chelsea. Here comes Owusu. Again, it's not really been a fluid play there by the 2 sides. Asiedu. Again, you're seeing the performance and you're seeing the balls being constructed by the 2 teams, and hasn't really yielded any great opportunity for both sides, and so still goalless between Kotoko and Chelsea.
I think that both teams are trying to pick up on the loose ends of each other. Kotoko taking their time, not committing so much up front. Chelsea not also in a rush. Some of would make it clear to his players. They need to just take their time in their build-up. Probably they should be trying to get a lot more into the final third and be working the goalkeepers. They've virtually been on a holiday in the opening minutes so far.
Much of a quiet day in the office for re-entry. Once upon a time was the poster boy there for Kotoko in the Premier League. And really has to move on to Adriana Stars. And now back to Chelsea.
Early days yet for him, but he's one of the experienced goalkeepers you can have. Played for Hartlepool, played for Media Messi. He's well traveled.
Morphine Dons. He has on offside there. Morphine Dons really wants to get a goal there. He's come under some serious criticism there. Morphine Dons really regard his play for Kotoko in terms of the expectation, the weight of expectation on him to get goals there for the Porcupine Warriors. That hasn't really, to the expectation of the fans, but he wants to repay them with a confidence coach Tito has had in him and scored a couple of goals there for them. A double. Trying to switch play down the right hand side to pick up Adam Inuzo again. Kotoko really struggling to hold the midfield there with Berekum Chelsea.
Lots of unforced errors in the games. The players just given the ball away in a rush to get the ball to the wide areas and intend either overhitting it or just playing it straight into the opponent. It's actually affected the fluidity, the flow of the game for both teams.
Kotoko conceding 11 goals, which makes them the best defensive side of the Heart with 7 medium Adriana Stars and some attacks all with 10. 24 goals have scored the Porcupine Warriors. And now they give the ball away, and Dominic Frimpong here dragging the ball down to the left hand side, expecting some bit of balls in the box, and he's been repelled there by Samba O'Neill. Again, Kotoko just giving some 40 passes just right in front of their own 18-yard box. Adam Inusa here. Kojo. Lord Amwa. Getting the ball back to Samba O'Neill. Again, expect to see a lot of work there from the Porcupine Warriors. Sometimes when they move out front to our 3-back system. Distribution was all the players there. A lot of space in the midfield. The ring there clearly shows that they are not utilizing those spaces there. Kotoko start to go wide and expect to see the likes of Morphine Dons going in there, and he gets to retrieve there. It's going to be a decision made by the match official. He gives it a free kick there.
And that was a trip there from Edwin. Kufo Samoa might be on his blind side. It wasn't intentional. And that's a player always responsible for. That's how far your foot will travel. Morphine Dons taking advantage of that. There was a ball he could have latched onto. Look at that clean pass, both with their eyes on the ball. And unfortunately, Kufo bring it down. Morphine Dons, good position. And this is a place where Lord Amo, Patrick Asiedu will fancy going direct on target.
A good position there for Kotoko to find a way to see if they can get the opening goal. And now it's going to be an opportunity for left foot to drive. Just side net it was. Well, that's Kojo with that huge blast there. Patrick Asiedu coming in with that, and well, that was a very, very great opportunity for the Porcupine Warriors to get the goal here. Powerfully was taken, but again, it was the other side.
Intelligent play there from the two full-backs. Lord Amos setting up Patrick Asiedu. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't find the target.
And again, Shaibu feels this was actually intentionally fouled there, and so the referee is going to have a very tough words there with Samuel Boyd, who's not really happy at all.
You clearly see he's unhappy with the stand there. High foot from Mr. Hamzata. Well, Hamzata went to there, he was thinking that should have been a yellow card.
Ball taken. Again, good court trying to quell that one. Quickly comes back to Mohamed Saidu. Abeidu. Chelsea. Switching play down to the right hand side. Obviously going to be a lot of work there for the Berekum Chelsea lads who are trying as much as possible to ensure that they get themselves back into the game. Their foul has been given. Goes against Faisal Shaibu.
It was late to that ball. Got a double with a very poor first touch. But once he took the second, Shaibu just bundled into him.
Hamzata. Nothing done so. Now, Joe. 4 years ago, referee Maoli Voma was exonerated by his performance in the Premier League match between Berekum, Chelsea and Wafa. In that particular match review panel, some referees were actually punished for their performances. There's expectation is on this referee to come out and give something very spectacular there in the Premier League this season. Referee Voma.
Well, he's one of the names that handles lots of matches. He's very firm. We hardly have any worries about him handling a game. Very few complaints come about him with regards to what he delivers on the pitch. He's expected to deliver in a game that brings lots of emotions. Intensity will be high, though it hasn't really been the best from the start.
See it once again, giving the chance to deal with this set piece. And now drops it down for Lord Amwa. Have about 3 players of Kotoko just behind the ball there and trying to find a way to get themselves into a very good place to score here. And now it's going to be Samba. Once again, he just hit the ball wide. Twice he's gone very close and twice he's carried those opportunities away. And set pieces are really coming good in Kotoko's way. And haven't really taken advantage of that.
It's quite surprising he wants to hit the target from that distance. It is achievable, but I think he can be doing better. Lot of power behind the ball. But accuracy and precision is quite needed for you to get a goalkeeper like Oforiachi.
Kotoko are raking in some point there and trying to have some attacking waves into the half of Berekum Chelsea, but that hasn't really quite worked for them. I've seen plenty of the balls, maybe in the half of the Berekum Chelsea side, and sometimes the matches between the two sides really have not yielded to a lot of goal scoring opportunities, and sometimes you really know where that's come. And the goal scoring moments in the game is just a very slender one. Talk about a 2-1 win, a 3-2 win between Kotoko and Chelsea. Yet again, another foul. Too many fouls there by Chelsea, and this one was Dominic Frimpong. Notch there on Asante Kotoko's Lord Amwa. And the best of control there from Sekojo. That's going to be a very poorly timed tackle there by Berekum Chelsea.
And that was a bit nasty there from Marvin Osu.
Marvin trying to cut on the left hand side. Lord Amwa trying to charge in there, draft the ball back, looking for some bit of support. Hamzata. Now Kotoko in possession, just right in front of the Berekum Chelsea 18-yard box. Samba O'Neill here. Still goalless between the two sides there. Very difficult moment. We've seen players move from Kotoko to Chelsea and vice versa. And Peter Amiduakwa now gets back into his groove. Amiduakwa turns well, looking to bring the ball into the box, and he's pretty much quiet this afternoon, Peter Amiduakwa.
While he was initially on the right hand side of Kotoko's attack, he's just switched places with Inusa to his most favorite part of the field, and I'm sure he's going to pick up the surprise and start to maintain the Berekum Chelsea team. Clearly the first time he was off with the ball, he just tried to create goal scoring opportunity there. Very good gather there from Kofo Asamoah.
A while ago was a former captain of Berekum Chelsea, Hussein Zakaria, currently with Master Asante Kotoko on the bench now. I'm just talking about the fact that the two teams have had players changing their destinations and playing for each other as and when the opportunity comes. Once upon a time, there was Stephen Amakuna. He left Kotoko, eventually became the goalkeeper in the Premier League, and Chelsea looking to find some bit of a space at the blind side of Kotoko's back line. Owusu. And there comes Tinedu. Chelsea now in control here. Want to hit the ball into the box. It's being defended there by Asante. Chelsea now beginning to have some bit of spaces behind the backline of Kotoko and beginning to also sweeping the balls into the box. Another long ball into the right hand side again. Off it goes for Kotoko through.
It's a very fine play there. Quick pass in between the two players. Marvin Owusu is waiting for the final ball. He just played right into the feet of Hamzata, who cleared it. The intent is very clear to calmly well play. And it hasn't really materialized for both teams. A lot of fouls in there, you can understand. Allow a team to gain possession and be comfortable on the ball at your own peril. Once again, Samuel Tenedu against the net, very strong with their tackles.
Double. Again, that's already hit there by double. Expect to see those rounds on the flanks there, Kotoko, but haven't really been able to do that. And again, as Said Mohammed, the man on the Berekum Chelsea, has been one of the most consistent players for Berekum Chelsea this season. Having played 30 matches, has scored 2 goals, has assisted in 4 of the goals he's scored. 3 MVP awards there, and he's got yellow cards. And that's going to be the 4th yellow card that's picked up. Chelsea, ball sent into the right hand side once again. Owusu for Augustin Ejapong, former Kotoko player, into the box there.